Hey guys, it's the second part of the final commitment ceremonies and Peggarella has received the fairy tale ending of her dreams.
Our fairy tale may just have begun, but I'm certain it'll end with a happy ever after.
Are we surprised? I'm not surprised. I figured that was going to happen, especially because they left it on a cliffhanger, so it was sort of a telltale sign that they would end it with a positive note. And like I said before, Peggy would not want to end her journey, I'm not talking about George, I'm talking about Peggy's journey. She would not want to end that on a negative note. She would want her Peggarella ending with the glass slipper and everything to go with it. The question is though, will they come united in the reunion? I could only see that happening if Peggy needed to maintain face. So maybe, would she maintain the relationship long enough to get to the reunion before they part ways? Because I still don't think they're together. I just have a feeling they're not together. If they are together, it's only because, one, George will have more of an income now because of social media, so that tick box will be done. And two, everybody loves George. He's actually very popular. And we know Peggy is very prone to loving other people's opinions. So public opinion would be very high up here, I believe, on her list. And seeing how George has received so much positive energy from everybody, if they have broken up, maybe she's gone back together with him since the show. I don't know, but that'd be interesting to see.
I may not have found the one in you, but I have found myself and my worth.
So Ella and JJ have decided to part ways amicably and remain friends. I did kind of find it interesting that they chose to end the series with a rejection instead of the fairy tale ending that they usually do. I would have thought they would have picked Tasha and Paul to end the series, considering that they have been the strongest couple overall and they had the happy ending. But they chose to end it with Ella and JJ. Ella was basically their rising star on the show, so they had to end it with her and they needed to make it as positive as possible. She already had one failing marriage, cheated, and now this one's failing too. So they made it very, very positive, which is why I found their speeches to be very orchestrated and fake. I'm going to say it, it seemed fake to me, because usually, especially with the breakup speeches, they list all the negative reasons why they want to break up with that person. JJ never mentioned about the drinking, about the degrading, all the issues that they had, the insecurities in their relationships. He just said, let's be friends.
I believe becoming friends is the healthiest thing for both of us. I hope we can remain in each other's lives today and for many years to come.
Where's the realism in that? There's nothing there that's real. It just kept it too positive. They kept it so neutral because they wanted Ella to be the end, but she didn't have a fairy tale ending, so they kept it more about the self-discovery and their friends. I found that to be fake. They should have either had a happy ending couple or made their speeches more realistic. That's what I think. Also, it kind of coincides with a lot of the rumors that I'm hearing that their whole relationship from the get-go is in fact an orchestrated fake relationship. Nathaniel's also come out and stated that the only reason that they orchestrated JJ and Ella together was because he left the show and they needed Ella. Basically, I mean, obviously, they want Ella to be right to the end of the show. They can't have the first transgender bride to leave halfway through the process.
That they faked that whole relationship because I was leaving. True.
They needed to find a way to keep her on the show. Hence, JJ. They saw a connection there. Maybe they orchestrated some deals with him. I don't know, but it kind of makes a lot of sense. And a lot of the things that Nathaniel was getting crap for at the beginning did end up getting confirmed later down the track. Like with Ella and the whole drinking thing and her getting all rowdy. She herself confirmed all this too.
When Ella would drink, become sort of disrespectful to me, things that you have said, but you know, like how spiteful some of them have been.
Yeah, I know.
So that's why I trust some of the things Nathaniel says, and I don't think they should be overlooked. Tell me what you think. Do you think their relationship was orchestrated from the get-go, or do you think they really did have a genuine connection? I'm having question marks.
Now she's us in the future.
There's no turning back now.
Anyway, on to Tasha and Paul. Obviously, not much to say. They have been the golden couple from the get-go. They were always going to make it to the end, let's face it. Now, I am curious if Tasha and Paul have been able to maintain their relationship after the experiment, especially with all the issues that they've had with her temper and feisty nature.
can call me a little girl, Paul.
He does like that though, and he asked for that, but that could still cause trouble in their relationship, especially with his friends and family. I'm curious what his mum thought looking at the show. Did she like seeing Tasha in this light? Because she seemed like the kind of woman that, I don't know, I feel like that wouldn't make a good impression on her.
To know my daughter-in-law before that. I'm not happy about it.
So I am curious if that went down well with Paul's mum. But I do still think that they are a good couple, and hopefully they have actually made it on the outside together. So the next episode is going to be one of my favourites, because who doesn't love a bunch of people who hate each other, drinking, stuck in a room together and forced to talk to each other? So I can't wait for it. It's going to be great. And I can't wait to see the drama. I think there's going to be lots to talk about. Now, I'm curious which of these couples are going to be at the reunion together and which of them have split. Now, I'm going to guess because we already know Tasha and Paul and Erica and Jordan are together because of the trailer. So that leaves Peggy and George and Adrian and Matt. Now, I still think Peggy's going to maintain face and stay with George, which leaves Adrian and Matt. I think that's the couple that is gonna split, because they do have that massive issue with Matt wanting children and Adrian not, and that's usually a massive deal breaker for people. And we have that whole rumor with Matt and Shona being together. So I wonder if that comes out in this episode. I want to know. I want that confirmed. That rumor needs to be confirmed. We have to find out. I know a lot of people have confirmed it, but I want it confirmed right on this episode. Anyway, give me your predictions. I want to see them, and I'll see you then.